How's everyone doing? I got a Blu-ray pickup. Somebody was selling these on Letgo, so I decided to go ahead and meet up with them, and they were $5 a piece. If you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know what is your favorite from this lot right here. First up is from there's a few Warner Archive collection ones. First up is Night School, and it is damaged right there, cracked case at the top, but it's still sealed. I'm thinking maybe I could, do something with this, trade it, sell it, or I do have this already, but I think it's a fantastic one for the price point. I had to pick it up. I think this is a very underrated horror movie. I plan to do, years ago I did my top 10 underrated horror movies on Blu-ray. I plan to redo that list and do a top 10, top 20, but this one I think would be on the list. I think this is a really good one. I have the old DVD of this too, and very happy that Warner Archive put this out. They put out a lot of really good horror movies recently. So yeah, Innocent Blood was another one that I would definitely recommend. The Hidden, but this one right here, it's basically about these girls who are taking night classes, and there's this killer chopping people's heads off in like kind of a ritualistic way, and they're trying to find out who did it. And the killer's like on this motorcycle right there, riding around with the helmet. And I love the reveal of who the killer is. I think that kind of makes it somewhat unique, and I think it was just awesome. Love the heck out of this one. Really underrated slasher movie. And nice release from Warner Archive as well. Next up from the Archive collection is The Seawolf. This was based on the Jack London novel. And this stars Edward G. Robinson, who was in Double Indemnity and Little Caesar. Very iconic look to him. And this is the first time, I believe, it's presented. Yeah, it's presented the first time in the 100-minute version, which was the original version, and it's restored from 35mm nitrate elements. I guess it was only thought to exist on substandard form in the full-length version previously. 1941, I guess, is when it came out, and I made a lot of money, did really well at the box office, and then they re-released it in 1947, but to do so they had to cut it down to 86 minutes, and remained that length for 70 years until now. So that is pretty awesome. The full 100-minute edition right here, and restoring it. So looking forward to seeing this one. I've never seen this before, but I do like movies that are set on the sea. So I guess he's a tough sea captain, and he's with a band of misfits, and there's I guess a girl involved, so there's probably gonna be some kind of romance aspect. Bunch of dudes on a ship for a long period of time, and one girl. That's a little, I don't know. Somebody is probably gonna, there's some kind of romance aspect definitely happening there, I'd imagine. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be some swashbuckling times, and we'll see. That's one I'm not familiar with before, but I'm definitely interested in checking it out. And next up is Green Slime, which this movie is cheesy fun. It's directed by Kinji Fukasaku, who did Battle Royale, and the last film he ever did before he passed on was Battle Royale 2. But I remember watching this one as a kid and it freaking me out. Watching it now, it's just super cheese. And then on the back on here, I think it's somebody just coined it as one of the funniest made-in-Japan sci-fi monster movies ever. That's very fitting. The dialogue is clunky and trite. The creatures, they're like wobbling around. It's so clearly guys in rubber suits. It's basically a green tentacle creature with a big giant eye and then a bunch of little eyes underneath. They go to blow up this asteroid, and there's a little bit of green slime that gets on one of them. They bring it back to the space station, and then it grows bigger and bigger, and they have to fight to survive and get off the space station and get rid of the creatures right there. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a decent one. Definitely doesn't live up to my memory of it as a kid, but still a very nice release for it, and happy to have it in the collection. Next up is Atomic Blonde, and I'm pretty sure this was a review copy. There's a slash through the barcode. I don't know if this person was a reviewer or if they know somebody that is and they just want to get rid of the movies and make up some quick bucks. But Charlize Theron and James McAvoy in Atomic Blonde here. John Goodman, a few other recognizable people in here too. And this is directed by David Leitch, who did John Wick, and he's doing the new Deadpool movie, so you know what you're going to get into stylistic wise. But I think this is actually, it has a little bit more depth than I was initially expecting. I like the Cold War spy era thing going on here, and I actually lived in Germany as a kid. I lived there for 4.5 years, and I moved right before the fall of the wall. So I lived in Frankfurt though. But to me, I always think that's a really important part of history. So that was a really cool aspect here they focused on. And again, I like all the espionage aspects to it, and who can you trust, the paranoia aspect. And I thought Charlize Theron kicked serious butt. So I think this will definitely suffice for action fans and espionage fans as well. Very enjoyable to me, and I liked how it played out at the end. Next up is The Hero, which is one of my favorite movies of the year. Very underrated. I don't hear anybody talk about it. It's depressing, but I love depressing movies. But it's also emotionally honest and very heartfelt and moving. I thought Sam Elliott did fantastic in the lead role here. He was a Western icon. He had one big Western role. He's kind of just living on that. And he finds out, you know, he has this diagnosis that is, you know, he doesn't really have anybody. He doesn't know how to deal with it. And he meets Laura Prepon, who's much younger, and they kind of develop a romance. And she kind of helps him and kind of gives him an insight into different things too, and kind of a different view. Nick Offerman, I thought that was really cool, their relationship too. And he also has his daughter, Kristen Ritter. So a really good supporting cast here. Again, it's depressing, but a little bit uplifting as well. And again, the emotional honesty is what I really took from it. And he's basically, you know, coming back to regain his glory and find some happiness in life at his glory days. And he finds that. I mean, like, it's really cool to see the dynamics between all the different characters. I think that's something that definitely shined. Next up is the Tupac biopic, and that is All Eyes on Me. I like the lead actor here. I like a lot of the supporting cast. It didn't really offer anything too new. I think it was enjoyable, but I think we all know the story, and I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. The music was definitely the best part of the movie for me. I think without the music, it would have been like almost like a Lifetime kind of movie. That's the one thing that I think about. But yeah, some good supporting cast in here. I think people did a good job acting wise, but I think it had so much hype, so much buzz that I was expecting more from it. It's good. I just wanted a little bit more. I wanted a little bit something different to make it stand out from everything that we've seen before, different specials that I've seen before on it. The music is definitely the best part for me. The lead actor did have a good look for him too. So there you go. Those are the 5 pickups. Or I'm sorry, 6 pickups. They're $5 a piece. So there you go. Let me know if you've seen the movies, what you think of them, and what is your favorite from this pickup right here. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.